tonight, a final decision is expected in a housing battle on the peninsula that's been dragging on for years. This all stems from the mass shooting in Half Moon Bay more than 3 years ago. That tragedy revealed farm workers living in deplorable conditions in converted shipping crates.
And Liz, we are live in Half Moon Bay, where that shooting initially sparked an outpouring of support to build a new apartment complex for farm workers. And now, more than 3 years later, the city council will meet in the Ted Atta Community Center right behind me at 7 o'clock this evening, where they are expected to finally vote on that project tonight. Here's a wide interest in what will happen with that proposed development, from the farm workers who would live there to some community members concerned about what a dramatic change this would bring to their downtown core. Even the state of California has weighed in with its preference for the city to approve this building. The issue of farm worker housing, well, that received a lot more of attention after the 2023 shooting in Half Moon Bay revealed the poor living conditions for many farm workers, some of them living in trailers and sheds with no running water or electricity. And here's what's on the line tonight: a vote to turn this building, 555 Kelly, into 40 affordable units for senior farm workers. A yes vote would also unlock a $2 million grant from the state. Our John Ramos looks at what the project would mean for the community and the pushback.
The city purchased this property in 2017 to be used for housing. But when the mass shooting of farm workers happened a few years ago and people saw the kind of conditions in which they were living, it changed the way a lot of people felt about the project. Half Moon Bay is often seen as a beach community, but at its roots, it is grounded in the agriculture that surrounds the city. But for many, the farm workers who work the fields are out of sight, out of mind.
Oftentimes we hear that farm workers, we actually don't hear much about farm workers. Let me take that back.
Sandra Sencion works for a local advocacy group called Alas. It is for the farm worker community, in particular its seniors, that the new housing project at 555 Kelly is being proposed. The land this old home sits on would become a 40-unit apartment complex for agricultural workers 50 and older who are either currently working or retired.
To have this opportunity to have a home that they can call their own, it'll be truly life-changing. The location is so important.
The site is only a few blocks from the city's downtown business district, but that's one reason there has been opposition over the years. At 5 stories high, it would be the tallest building in town. And in March, while the city council was considering approving the project, a group of residents created a website advocating that the approval be put up to a vote of the people. It says, quote, "This is a major policy decision that could open the door to the possibility of many more buildings in town far larger than the current 3-story height limit, which are the tallest buildings currently allowed in our city's zoning laws," end quote. But when a gunman killed several farm workers in 2023, the public got a rare look at the squalid conditions that the workers were living in.
I remember hosting a lot of community members and them just being shocked that we even had farm workers in Half Moon Bay. Sort of a guilt type of feeling.
Since then, the feeling about the 555 Kelly project changed a bit. And when the state began cracking down on cities that were dragging their heels on building new housing, the city council began moving the project along more quickly. With their vote tonight, they will be deciding to lease the property to a nonprofit housing company, Mercy Housing, and accepting a state grant to get the ball moving. Alas director Enrique Bazan says they really didn't have much choice in the matter.
They realized that by law, they have to fulfill the law, and so they have to follow law. And so this is a legal project. This is a project that fits within the law, and that they cannot just decide not doing it because they don't like it.
He points out that the new complex has been shortened, so it will only be a bit taller than the Boys and Girls Club across the street, which also faced opposition when it was built. And while some think there may be a racial component at 555 Kelly, Bazan thinks it's more basic than that.
There is something there that makes people believe that it will change, Half Moon Bay will change, and people don't know, and not knowing how it will change, it really is really connected with fear. It's just a fear of different. I think I think it's something just different than what they are not used to.
It's true, Half Moon Bay will be changing along with every other city in California. Resistance to building new housing is no longer an option as far as the state is concerned. People need places to live, and if they can't build out, they have no choice but to build up.
And that was John Ramos reporting, and the city says it has little choice but to greenlight this project because it will be 100% affordable housing. Its approval is mandated by state law.